Oh. To temperature, and you can tell the temperature quite accurately. Power it up and see what happens. Oh sh**. What did I do?
What the f*** did you do?
I'm fine, thanks.
Idiot.
What? Even play music from it. It's actually called a frother. What the f is a frother? Mother frother. It has a DC motor and 2 AA batteries, and by pressing the button it works.
Perfectly.
Here we go. Just add some water and some toothpaste.
يا
And you're ready to
محمود
go.
احطها فندي. كهرباء.
I better do this one quickly. Better do
no,
stupid
no,
shit
no.
that you will regret for the rest of your life. PWM stands for pulse
Blurs.
width modulation. This means instead of having the power continuously to the motor, you modulate it by turning it on and off at a fast frequency like 10 kHz or 20 kHz. By controlling the amount of time the motor is on every period, you can set its speed. The percentage of time the motor is on every period is called duty
انت
cycle.
بتقول ايه؟
Here you go. It's a very simple and yet effective circuit. Let's turn it on.
ناري. طم.
Lines. Real capacitors can't get electrocuted. I mean, look at these arcs created by my circuit. They are in order of 100,000 volts, and yet the only sound you hear from them are incandescent light. You can see the flow of electrons in it. But where are they going? Isn't the glass non-conductive? Whoops, it melted and broke the glass.
Perfect.
I made this piece of wire that can balance on its center, and I'm gonna put it on the cord. What?
Good.
Why doesn't it hurt?
عايز يتوجع.
What kind of sorcery is this? Did it decide not to hurt? Ow! You give me an electrical shock when I do it with my finger.
10. 10.
Well, it starts spinning.
Wow.
There is a jet of
Perfect,
electrons
man.
shooting from the ends, forcing it to spin.
مبسوط.
Jump to it. The hell? Ouch! Although the arcs are ouch! Ouch! The arcs are not jumping to the screwdriver, but it... Get closer to the ball. What the are you doing? Who the hell are you?
I was just passing by. I think I'm lost.
Dude, this is my bedroom. Honey, did you leave the door open again?
It's okay. I'll show myself out. What kind of fetish were you performing?
Get out!
Okay.
Imbeciles. Now, if I probe my eyes carefully,
Very stupid.
you see that the resistance of the eyes is somewhere between 20k to 50 kilo ohms, which is much smaller than the skin. So if I fall into a water with live wires, the electricity will go through my eyes and will probably burn my brain. But this is not the only spot with low resistance. For example, my nostrils.
نحطها فنتين.
Somewhere around less than 100 kilo ohms even. Or my ears.
فين ثالث.
It's around 200 kilo ohms. Or even my tongue. It's around 20 kilo ohms. It tastes funny.
ودانه مناخير.
But that's secondary. Oh, I have a scar on my wrist. It reminds me of that fateful day. I was cutting a piece of laminate with a carpet knife like every other idiot, and I stabbed myself and pierced my wrist about an inch deep. It took a while for it to fix itself. The human body is amazing. After I cut my wrist, the bleeding wouldn't stop. The first thing I did was to make sure that I didn't cut any strings. Then I put pressure on the wound for 15 minutes and the bleeding pretty much stopped. But then as soon as I bent my wrist, it started bleeding all over again. It was a mess. Oh, oops. Oops.
Oh. غبي. 2000 years later.
Now I wonder if this watch can actually handle 25 kilovolts. Oh well, no reset. I made my simple circuit connected here and I'll turn it on with my power supply. Here I turn on the supply. See? No sparks. There is not even a high voltage here that I can feel. So it's impossible for this to excite a fluorescent bulb. What the f?
No, what it? Pretty cool, man.
Was I wrong? Well, I'm never wrong. Well, you're pretty much always wrong. You pretty much always shut up! You sh**. This circuit can be further beefed up. Holy. Before we start, smart kids, don't try this at home. Dumb kids, stop watching right now. Okay, let's see how far the fire goes. Let's try again.
No. اعمل ايه ده؟ بيلحم.
Nope, it doesn't work at all. Don't touch hot stuff. The wires, and if I touch the wires, it turns on.
Transition. Stupid. I was you fool.
There is no. As I mentioned in my other video, a power supply like this one that can generate 70 amps doesn't necessarily hurt you at all if the voltage is set very low. Observe. No! Who the hell set this to 25 volts?
Oh.
Let's reduce the voltage level and increase the frequency all the way to 60 Hz. I shocked my ass sitting on these live wires. Always clean up the lab, otherwise something will bite you. Okay, finally, let's power it up.
I think that enough. Full video is in description. Subscribe to
It's
the
done. Let's turn it on and see how it looks like.
Re-ReActionz team.
Sick, I'm gonna pull every remaining hair off my head.
And that.